Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel today. I'm Kevin, and today we're back to our second World War topic. In the last week, we already talked about how that Germany conquered the French, but today we are going to tell you about the battle between Germany and Britain. So, by the late of summer of 1940, most of Europe was in German hands. Only Britain left. A plan was swiftly hatched to sweep away Hitler's violent enemy, Britain. Code name of this event was Operation Schleier. The aim of this was to defeat the royalty air force of the Britain, so that the Luftwaffe, the Germany planes, could win the control over the English Channel sky. Then an army invasion could be safely launched from the French coast with no fear of air attack, which is famous of Britain. A date was set for September 15. But first, the RAF, which is the short name of the Royal Air Force, must be defeated first. So the Battle of Britain began on July 10, when the Luftwaffe began attacking convoy ships in the Channel. The idea of this was to throw out the British plane and destroy them. But in the fierce fighting that followed, the Luftwaffe lost 600 planes, twice as many as the RAF. So Goring changed tactic. This time it was very effective, and the British airfields were targeted with heavy losses of both planes and men. Just as the Luftwaffe was beginning to look like winning, the RAF, which means the Royal Air Force, bombed the Germany capital, Berlin. An enraged Hitler immediately ordered Goring, alright, which means the leader of his military, to bomb London instead of keep destroying and fighting with the RAF. So on September 7, 1,000 German bombers and fighters attacked the British capital, killing about 500 people. And of course, the race continued on, but it gave the Royal Air Force time to repair its airfields and rebuild its strength while they busy fighting with the capital of British. Soon, the Luftwaffe was seriously losing the ground on the sky, and was forced to switch from daytime attacks to single night raids. Although these were far trickier, but the planes were less likely to be found out and shot down during this time. And during the Blitz, which lasted until May 16, 1941, London and other cities were bombed almost nightly every day. Every night. But the British remained unconquered, and Hitler, for the first time in his war, or for the first time since the Second World War began, admit his defeat. In the battle with the Royal Air Force, Germany was struggling against several vital disadvantages. Their planes could only have a short time over England before fuel ran low, and they have to return home for refuel. RAF fighter planes, on the other hand, such as the Spitfire and Hurricane, could outfly many of the Luftwaffe fighters and bombers. By the time the war broke out, the British had a useful radar system which enabled them to detect any coming planes from Germany, and because of that, they saved their Royal Air Force a lot of time going around exhausting because of finding the enemies. So that is what the Germany don't have. The final losses in the Battle of Britain were 1,700 German planes and 900 British planes. The Royal Air Force had 1,500 pilots, drawn from many countries, include Britain, the Commonwealth, Poland, and the Czechoslovakia. Over 400 of them were died during the battle. But that is not a vain sacrifice, because their contribution has been crucial. At the height of the battle with Germany, Winston Churchill famously described their achievement that never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. And that is also how the Germany put an end between them with the Britain for their battles. There's a lot of loss and also many things happen, but things just like that is just keep fighting going on, and yeah, the losses and the casualties keep going on without the victories of Hitler's. So this is the first time that Hitler's faced such a problems in his Germany, in his invasion plans, and also a very toughful opponent, which is Britain. All right. So that's all I want to talk to you guys today about the battles between Hitler's, the dictator, with the the left part of Europe that was not being conquered, the Britain. And that's all for the video today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.